Get this thing right. In theory, we should be on and popping. Got him. Oh. Don't know. Maybe I'll chill. Gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know what I'm saying? Alright, so we're gonna chill for a little bit. Go from there. I think I'm gonna chill. Yeah. I think that's how we gon' do it. Something like that. When I could. Hey, Olivia's awake. I love it. I love it. What's up? How was your stream? That's the real question. Look at it, 7 hours to get like 105. Wow. So we got 220. How much if we win a game? I love it. You are still awake. Let me turn up the sound. Oh, well, that's whack. OP, dude. The OPness is real. The OPness is a real thing. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so we can hear. I might hit you with the sound effects. It was fun. You ended so you could relax a bit. I totally understand that. That's what I'm about right now. We're done with work. We get to chill. What up? What up? Dope angle, dope camera. We're out here, you know? We're getting production value, Arthur. How you doing? How's life been? Oh, snap. Oof, this is kind of nasty already. I don't like. Don't like. Oof, I don't like. Look at that. Look at that. That turret, dude. That turret's crazy. We got the dub off the turret. You don't know what to do. Look at that. That's real life work. Oh, shit. Come on, man. Man, y'all all hitting the wrong shit. I ain't buying it. Hey, yo, Dose. Oh my gosh, dude, I ain't buying it. Dude, it didn't even hit him. I ain't buying it. Dude, this is annoying, bro. These fuckers. It's so stupid, dude. Really? I ain't buying it, bro. They lying. I ain't buying. Hey, yo, Deuce, tell them. GTA, okay, grinding. Which GTA number? Speaking of Deuce, hold up. We're gonna bring him in. Hold up. We're gonna bring him those in.
Buying it.
Yo. All right. So we got, was that 2 trophies? Let's see. That might be 2. We were at 205. What were we at? 200? 220? What's even going on, right? I mean, we did more work, technically. Dude, I ain't buying it. Seriously, dude. Look at that turret. Look at that turret. Dude, shout out to the turret. This shit is crazy. Oh, I hate it in here, dude. These people came to play, I'll give them that. We came to chill and they came to play, bro.
Buying it.
Olivia attends the streams. She might have started buying it. Hey, Olivia's the MVP of the stream, dude. You know what I mean? Olivia streams also. Y'all should follow and chat and all that, and sub and donate and all types of cute shit. Nice. And if y'all don't chill with the fucking fuckery, bro. Okay, that's a tower. So I'm going over here like this. Because they're mad. They are mad. Look at that. They don't know what to do, bro. You want to see it really get mad? Watch this shit. Look. Got him. Hey, yo. Shout out to Olivia, dude, for sure. The soundboard is back. GTA 5 online. Uh-oh. I bet you that's fun, dude. We actually have GTA 5 for the Xbox somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I do got it. So that was 2 plus 6, maybe? Let's keep it going. Dude, this is so annoying. All right, this might get ugly. Damn. I ain't buying it.
I ain't buying it.
Just facts, baby. That's all we talk. They aren't ready for this song. You're right about that. Twitch needs to prepare itself. Let's see how this works out. One more would be nice. 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 Ooh, that's whack. That turret. It's that turret, dude. Hey, my recovery is, I am feeling for sure better. Recovery's doing great. Um, you were going through previous stream videos when I had the audio silence because I had falling reverse Ronald playing on the stream as you downloaded it as a tank sound model left for Dead 2. Oh man, that's crazy. So you got silenced part of it. That's crazy. Exactly. They can't take me down, baby. I'm forever up.
I ain't buying it.
And on point. And on point. So look, we are getting the trophies, but can we get up to 325? Let's go. We got a couple hours to do this. I mean, that was the, it's the idea. Stay alive. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm pretty sure that's towering to right. Are you mad yet? Oh shit, what's all this shit on my fucking hands, bro? That's crazy. Bro. Dude, I love it. I tell them, man. That's on them if they don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold up. I did some work and I was like going through the damn jungle basically. So let me get this shit off my pants and bruh. People are all losers. Let's see here, these people now. People in your own family be bullshitting sometimes. You ever know that? But then they help on some shit. It's kind of weird. It's a weird thing, bro. Okay, hold on. Let me Is it gonna stay? Ooh, we got cake to eat if we want. We got cake to eat if we want. Y'all could probably see the whole D hole. Oh yeah. Could do that actually. 13, 14 before dropping Invisible, exactly. They were starving for new songs. Hey, you like that Just Pretend, huh? After the talking about you. That's cool, man. Replace the mob with a Gadget song. That sounds like a win-win. And you won't be silenced, more than likely. And if it does silence you for some reason, I'll try to add you to the list of people that can play it. I mean, I guess technically we could get this 325, but I don't know if we should do it on both accounts. I mean, maybe. Oh, I did it too early. Son of a whole D-hole. Ugh. You got one? How dare you? You ain't buying it. Just pretend. Yeah. That's a good one, dude. So annoying, dude. I ain't buying it. Shit, I really ain't buying it. That's bullshit. Got him. And if they say anything,
I ain't buying it.
um, hey, what up, Stinky? I am gonna put POTY back on Spotify for sure. On a gadget mod on Left 4 Dead 2. Let's go. And yeah, man, I think that's gonna be either a Christmas present or like a New Year's present. We'll get that thing on there for sure. Um, early 2026 by early 2026 because we got to, man. Spotify needs POTY. You know what I mean? That gadget interview Christmas present, that would be a good one too. I mean, shit, it might be time. It might be time, dude. It's a good point. Mm, the turret wasn't turreting enough. Valkyrie's such a like effed up card if it connects. I done brought her closer, but fuck, you know. Oh, that's fucked up. Dude, go after the tower, you dumb fox. Oh my gosh, dude, this is annoying, bro. I ain't buying it. Dudes, tell him.
I ain't buying it.
We ain't buying it. The Blue Yeti. Man, I got it somewhere, bro. I don't know exactly where it is. The Blue Yeti. Should we get the 325 or no? That's the real person. Here, we got rid of the turret. All right, that's annoying. Oh, shit. I ain't buying that, bro. I am buying that, though. What the fuck? Dude, they're so mad, because watch. I mean, how many times we gotta tell them here? Best sound, image, gadget content must have high standard because gadget is the greatest. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, no. We'll have a good mic. I mean, this mic is really decent, I think. It's decent enough. We'll get a good background. Yeah, man. I could even green screen that mug if I want. We could make it oh yeah, we'll get it going. It'll be good. It'll be good. Because the Deuce and the Belay did not have video, did it? Oh, what the heck? Yeah. There we go. I can zoom in. I mean, I think we can hit this 325. If we're being honest. Wait a minute, they call 6? This guy hooked it up. That's right. How many do we get for that? Six. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, we could both do a like we could either both do webcam or let me see here. Very fresh. I know we got to keep it secret because of technical difficulties. Oh, so it was gonna have. Okay, so Belay was gonna be on camera. That's cool. Um, I know, right? Yeah, so we'll see. We could either do audio or Rio. We'll make it good, man. We'll make it work. So I'm out here getting mastery level. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, is it worth it? I mean, we're freaking going there, regardless, kind of. We could just play a little bit more. Probably get more views. Yeah, that's true. But is it worth it? I guess what's the negative? I got to stay looking fresh because if I don't look fresh, then people are going to compare the way I look on that video to future videos. That's what people do. But still might be cool. We should have something to damn promote too. I guess we'll have links to the music or some shit. We could have the gaming channels, the fucking Gadget Music on YouTube, Gadget Got Game on YouTube, Gadget Got Game on Twitch. It might be cool. I ain't buying it, bro. Mm. Fuck. What a bitch ass card, dude. You just played that out of nowhere? I ain't buying it, bro. This is for sure getting towered out. Go after the house, dude. So go. Alright, here. Fuck these people, bro.
I ain't buying it.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, Eli's got dreads now, huh? That's cool. Shout out to Belay. Let's see here, 44 plus that, so only 69. 69 more trophies. It's like 11 games. That's 11 wins. 12 and a half. Fuck. It's a lot of games, dude. Should I really like take over this shit or not? My gosh, dude. Annoying on top of annoying. I didn't even buy it, bro. That turret's crazy. So fucking annoying, dude. I hate these people, bro. I mean, they're just pieces of shit, to be honest. Absolute pieces of shit. That shit don't count, bro. Display the links on the screen. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That'd be cool. Twitch, YouTube on the interview. Yeah, we have more people rocking here. Exactly, Spinky. Makes you want to dance. Yeah, you could talk about that about all that shit in the interview. Like, what's your favorite song and this and that. That's cool. The favorite Deuce and Gadget song. The favorite fucking Gadget song. Hmm. Yo. Should we keep going? Is it even worth it? But yeah, we're gonna promote, bro. Spinky knows what's up. I ain't buying it, bro. Dude. Go. You don't want to really make them mad? Dude, kill that piece of shit. Somebody please.
I ain't buying it.
Um, your stuff. Okay, good, good. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. That'd be cool, man. Make it like its own independent thing. And then obviously, we could talk about the Deuce stuff that we did and all that and the collabs, the collaborative songs and so forth. And yeah, that'd be cool, man. I like it. I like it. And yeah, I'll wear a fresh ass outfit. How long do you think it'll be, the interview? Perfect. That's Tower, bro. That's probably another tower. That's right, Olivia. Look at that. Told him, Olivia. Spinky. Hey, yo, Spinky. Catch it is the greatest. It was purple like Olivia. I thought it was Olivia talking. But the cake is better now for sure, dude. It's getting there. We are, we still looking right, still feeling right. Man, dude, this is a whole job, to be honest. It's kind of like a job, bro. Look, we got 6 hours to get this damn tower shit. That's crazy. It's like a full-on job, but that's all right though. We gonna get it. Thinking about getting this watch, bro, but it costs money. I gotta get some money, Arthur. Where can we get the money from, bro? I'm trying to buy this G-Shock, the gadget shock. This G-Shock watch. Okay, this is gonna be nasty, I think. In a good way. Oof. And then that happened. Yo, what is he doing? Nice. Oof. This dude, bruh. I want this watch, but I don't know if it's that serious, bruh. Okay. Wait, is that Hero Night? What does Hero Night do? I don't even know. Firecracker's still cracking off. I love her. Gosh, this shit's annoying. Fuck it. Oh man. The ad break. Okay. Oh, get in. I'll call for like an hour and 45 minutes, and later on post production, remove some parts. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, just edit it up and make it look good. And later on, just remove parts and make it, how do I even say it, slightly more dynamic. Exactly. Once we finish, take out if necessary. I love that. That sounds totally good. I like that, Arthur. Yeah, man. Like before we upload it finally, we'll take a listen and see how it is and all that good shit. Yeah, I like that. Before we release it to the wild. That's a good way to do it. Okay, so we only need about 50 more, 52 more. Wowzers. So we are doing good. Okay. I like it, I like it, I like it. Sounds legit. Sending the vid for you to check it at the end. Yep, before posting. Perfect. That would be next level shit. Promotional artwork. Okay. For posts and so forth. Yeah, that'd be good. I love it, I love it. And then even maybe take a, and if you do like a promo clip or something, maybe I can even post it on my social media shit, like a good part of the interview or something, It's all good. You shall make it work. Make it twerk. I might have to make it twerk, y'all. Damn. How do I want to do this? I ain't buying it. Jeez. Dude, that furnace is way too strong for no reason. I am not buying that. I could have bought it, but I ain't buying it. Oh, Schlondong. So you're a full-on fake. This is a bot. We're going against a bot. So the computer's doing everything it can to try to beat us. But it ain't us. So it ain't shit. Go. Oh man, I ain't buying it, bruh. I'm not buying that card, bruh. First of all, it's a bot, so it knows exactly how to counter whatever deck we have. So fuck them. Second of all, I ain't buying it. Third of all, Deuce ain't buying it. Fourth of all, it cheated. Fifth of all, Gadget is the greatest. Like the highlights, yeah, Gadget on this and that. With every short clip, including the socials. Oh, for sure, that's super dope. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Spinky. You know what it is, man. Come on. The good thing is that we're still climbing regardless. So we're at 275. We have 50 more to go. Wow. 50 more crowns. Is that like 9 games? Oh, let's go. This shit's crazy. We're gonna make it work, man. We are gonna make it work. Jeez, dude. That's tower. I'll let that slide. That's crazy. Dude, this might be the play right here. Damn, I don't know if that's gonna hit the tower. Oh, it is. Dude, it's hitting the tower? Wow. I love that. What? Got him. That's how you do it, bro. Exactly. Bots don't even stand a chance, bro. So we got 5 on that one, I think. Yeah, he gave us 5. Dude, we're getting there. Wow. So we could keep 3 crowning people. 20. Like 9 games. Holy shit. Did y'all watch that Diddy interview or documentary? I hate it here, dude. Are you serious? That thing is just doing work for zero reason. Ding. They have level 16 Goblin Barrel. I ain't buying it. Oh, it's a bot. No clan. So it's another bot, dude. That's why. Bro. Let us just win Clash Royale. You're bullshitting, dude. Supercell's bullshitting, bro. You watched something 2 times? Oh, you watched the documentary 2 times. You watched with your dad. Damn, so it got serious. You really watched it. That's cool. Dude, stay away. Dude, I am not buying it, bro. So now I gotta get rid of this stupid thing. We gotta learn how to beat a bot. There we go. That's how you beat a bot. That's how you beat a bot. That's how you beat a bot. I'm trying telling these people, bro. Clip it, bro.
I ain't buying it.
I mean, can we even clip? That's crazy. Exclusive never be sent. Yeah, I seen the first episode. There's 4 episodes. I seen the first one last night. I might watch some tonight. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna watch that. But I was like, yo, let me get this. Let me at least get this 325 real quick, just to grind it out a little bit. Oh, second one is the best one. Well, that's great to know. I'm about to watch it. Dude. We got Hero versus Reggie. Jeez, I ain't buying it, bruh. These fuckers. I ain't liking it. I hate it, dude. Wow. I ain't buying it, bruh. That's an Evo Musketeer doing work, to be honest. This ain't it, bro. Yeah, we won that game, bro. I ain't buying it.
Daddy's world. I ain't buying it.
The Wire. Nice. Thank you, Spinky. I've definitely heard of The Wire, but I have not watched it. He has to watch it. Yeah. Deuce might watch it. He might have already watched it. I hear you though. Dude, this thing is so crazy. Danny boy. Dude, I don't know if I like that. Oof. Dude, hit this bitch. I ain't buying it, bruh. That's crazy. So wait, this fool has two heroes? I really ain't buying it. I really ain't buying it. Got him. Oh shit. Damn. Okay, we should be okay. You heard about this, Danny? Underrated, man. Yeah, you always get to the Jeopardy, smack the shit out of any from the early 2000s, but it was so good. Yeah, you talking about The Wire, right? Yeah, it's early 2000 shit. That's crazy. I like it. Look at us, y'all. I mean, we're here. I don't think it's even worth it to do it on our other account. That's a lot of clashing, you know what I'm saying? Let's take a quick break and see what we got here. Damn, I got a Dodgers one. 50, bro. I love. This is crazy. The internet just is on some other shit. I love it, dude. The internet's going internet, yo. Oh, we're getting close though. What's this guy talking about?
My house look and I still my house clean as hell. I look, do it all. I'm so self-sufficient. Man, put like this up. If I come into your life, plus, and if I leave, you go fish. Because I'm just high. I'm just not bragging. If I come to your life, got a family cook, I'm buying this cook, doing my part. Like, I'm going to be a big ass help. They're going to be like, damn. I'm going to be raised like all my brothers. Like, so they like, I'm just a lazy ass.
So you haven't found that one?
Look, it's down to one.
If you want to see the full
Speaking of one, it's down to one. That tower is hanging on by a strizzle, dude. And I like it. I don't like that part, but I like it. Okay. 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 So these people really came to play this match. I'm sitting here watching YouTube at the same damn time. That's crazy.
I'll say this first. Influence. Yeah, I'm thinking here. I'm thinking is anything West Coast is prominent if he doesn't do what he do. Right. If he doesn't do what he did. Right. So it's easy.
And this is easy as easy. This is like, so what we're going with also is like what this means to
everything that he did.
Go ahead now.
All right. Of course, we know that Ren and Q wrote the raps, but wrote the raps for right how to set it all in motion. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, that they would agree to that. Second, dog, Snoop for sure. Snoop is Snoop. Yeah. Like it don't get no bigger.
That's still hot as fish grease.
It's everybody knows Snoop. I don't care where you go in the world. And it's like the thing I was talking about. When somebody that's 80 might not know who I am for whatever reason. Somebody do. But everybody alive knows who Snoop Dogg, Jesus, and Santa Claus.
Yeah, man.
I swear to God.
That's real, man.
You know Snoop, right?
Yeah, see?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's my doggy dog.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, everybody knows Snoop.
All right, two more.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, yeah.
Yeah, man. The reason I pick Ice Cube is because, you know, I grew up in Boys in the Hood.
Is this even real?
NWA, obviously.
No, hey, seriously, we're gonna watch the delay vid.
The writer,
with the interview date. Okay.
The actor,
entrepreneur, the thing, what he's doing with the big three.
I can hit you up.
You don't come in as a black man, a rival in the NBA with another basketball league.
And they worried about it.
They worry. Oh, worry. Take Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? But now Ice Cube, just everything he's given to the game. I over appreciate him.
And
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Now, you know, it's a trip. That's pretty much all NWA or NWA influences.
I'll say he's the first influence. I don't think anything West Coast is prominent if he doesn't do what he do.
Okay, I think we got this game. If we stick it together, you know what I'm saying? It's getting a little iffy. A little bit iffy. But we in here. Oh my gosh, they got two of these fools? Are you serious? I ain't buying that. Get the house, bro. Nice. How do you crack off so many? That's fucked up. Ugh. Dude, I am not buying it, bro. One bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm really not buying. I mean, are y'all seriously out here with this fucking fuckery doing? This is whack. Well, y'all crazy.
Black, white, Asian. Where did these racial categories even come from? Spoiler, they weren't based on biology. They were invented by doctors using science that we now know to be pseudoscience. But those impacts, they're still shaping medicine today. My name's Dr. Joel, the Medical Mythbuster. Welcome back to episode 9 of Hidden Medical History. Today, let's talk about the scientists
We're getting closer.
and how race and racism still have direct impacts on medicine today. To start, you have to go back to the 1700s and meet Swedish botanist Carlos Linnaeus. He was the same guy that we all learned classified plants and animals. But in his 10th edition of his book, Systema Naturae, he decided that he could also classify humans and split us into four so-called varieties: Americanus, Europaeus, Africanicus, and Asiaticus. Each came with personality traits and physical descriptors, none of which were based on science. But the false stereotypes, if you pause and look at this chart, they stuck. Then came Johann Blumenbach, a German physician who in 1795 coined the term Caucasian. He believed skulls from the Caucasus Mountains were the most beautiful. His five-race theory laid the groundwork for ranking humanity, with white Europeans conveniently on top. Other scientists came along to try and perpetuate the belief using science that white people were superior and that slavery was justified. In the 1800s, American physician Samuel Morton took it further. He looked at skulls, measured their sizes, and said that larger skulls meant smarter brains, and that white people had the biggest skulls. His work was embraced as proof that white people were superior. That had deadly consequences. Despite physicians like Friedrich Tiedemann disproving him, Morton's false conclusions spread because it supported slavery and white supremacy. These myths weren't just confined to anthropology, they spread to medicine too. And those stains are still here today. One of the clearest examples, a device called a spirometer, invented in the 1840s by English surgeon John Hutchinson in order to measure lung capacity. It was originally used to assess fitness for police, military, and life insurance applicants. But when the technology spread to the Americas, doctors like Samuel Cartwright twisted it. Cartwright claimed that black people naturally had lower lung capacity, and he tried to use the spirometer to prove it. It's a myth that was repeated by people like President Thomas Jefferson, who in notes on the state of Virginia echoed that myth and stated that working in the fields would revitalize the lungs of black people. The problem is that racist assumption got baked into the device itself. Even now, for decades, spirometry machines have had automatic race correction that assumes that black people and Asian people have low lung functioning. And only in 2021 was the race correction recommended to be removed. That's a direct line from 19th century pseudoscience to 21st century care. Unfortunately, it's just one of many examples. The myth of racial differences wasn't accidental. It was designed to maintain inequality. And understanding that history is the first step to unlearning it today. Follow, like, and share to bust more medical myths. Black, white, Asian. Where did these racial categories come from? Spoiler, they weren't based on biology. They were in black.
Got him. And it was a bot, so we won. That's great. Well, we got 5. We got 5 on it. I mean, dude, we're gonna probably be at the damn 10,500 by the time. Jeez. That night, dude, is he worth it? I don't think so. Connect, connect, connect. That's tower. Well, it would have been. He hit me with the freeze spirit, the ice spirit bullshit. I don't know if I'm buying it. Should I? That might be. Dude. Got him. This is how you dub it. Come on, dude. So annoying. I hate it. Got him. That's how you dub it, dog. For real.
Okay, word. Y'all over here. As long as the chat came in well, that's love. It'll always work out. Let's go. Let's hit that movie. All right, let's go. You want to buy it? Yeah, can you bring that beat? That's not something you'll be good playing, but like, the viewers will see it. What? Here we go. Check it out. Yo. Pick a freestyle that's 5 and twice as hard. It's Hip Hop Harry with the spot with Kaiser and From Hip Hop Central to Trinidad, bro, we gifted. 100 on top of the rollie, and it hit different, like 3 days straight all live, hotter than potatoes. We helping the kids worldwide from the Bronx to the Lagos. Heritage like Air Jordan, rising the order, birds I sorted, we reported. Don't try to be, but I'm not that sport. See, it's starting now. I'm trying to wait. Let's no time to make space when I'm inside the break. Make a right to six. By the way, everybody skates on a private lake. Rise to shake and ice cold lemonade and slice of cake on the mellow. Tell the truth better than blue. And it's been my helicopter. See us fly to red, yellow, blue. Catching a bleed, rapidly rapping on beats, banging on beats, catching up on the seas, scratching my back on a tree, showing on flinch, vibrate stage, life goes on and we love to flex, don't never flinch, live on Twitch, loving it on part 2, who's gonna?
Wow. All right, y'all. It's getting kind of hot in here. That's funny.
You almost never see floors like this in the US, but in Australia, they're becoming a real trend. While most homes around the world are still installing tile or hardwood, basically the same thing people have used for decades, Australian craftsmen chose a completely different path. They call it immersive epoxy flooring. And honestly, it's one of the most striking floor designs you can find today. The idea itself is simple, but the execution is on a whole other level. They're not just installing a floor, they're turning the ground into a full natural landscape. It starts with real wood, sometimes even entire logs, each piece placed with millimeter level precision. Then they add stones, pebbles, sand, and other natural elements to build depth and structure. Some builders go even further, cutting deep channels directly into the concrete base to create true dimension, irregular shapes, and real visual movement. Once the entire scene is set, they pour multiple layers of ultra-clear epoxy resin. The resin wraps around the wood, seals every gap, smooths every edge, and locks every detail permanently in place. When it's finished, it no longer feels like you're walking on a floor. It feels like you're walking on a piece of 3D art, fully custom, extremely durable, and completely unlike anything you'd normally see in an American home. So be honest, would you put a floor like this in your house, or is it just a little too bold for you? You almost never see
Yo, the internet.
Yo, what's happening? Well, probably go back. Video, y'all know what time it is. Busy. That's what I understand.
Should I charge?
Have you ever thought about that? The culture of how the world runs. They make you work for 5 days, and they give you 2 days to enjoy football, sports, and all that other shit. They gave us right back to work. I keep trying to tell y'all, everyone's a fucking slave on this planet. And the only motherfucker that's not a slave are the motherfucker that talk. That's all this is about. Politics is about bitch and it's before. Right? These people came over with a construct to where they're gonna continue to make us think we gotta go to work. Or we gotta work. That's a fucking lie. We are slaves on the planet that is ran by rich motherfuckers. They're really not rich. If you think about it. At the end of the day, that's only God's money and that's man's money. Man has convinced us to believe that their money is more valuable than God's money is natural resources, minerals, gold, silver, all type of different elements of that. But yeah, we work for man's money. And I get it. But at the same time, this is a scam. It's time to fucking curtains, see this shit for what it is. Not supposed to live here. And thank God for us in a fucking work enslaved our whole life. Except from the start of the way you want to get your so-called 401k, retirement, whatever you want to call it. By the time you get 65, what's the life expectancy? This shit is one big fucking scam, one big fucking loop. And by the time you get your money, the food that they give us, the fucking food they give us, they're going to make sure if you make it to be 65 years old. Because it's getting worse and worse. So look at the loop. I don't care how much motherfucking money you got, you still need people to work. This is why they're coming up with artificial intelligence. Why are they replacing people with robots? Because they know the scam is fucking up. The scam is up. I keep telling y'all, if you keep going and don't do nothing about this shit, artificial intelligence is going to take over 100%. Not going to be able to shit. Yeah, they're going to take over this shit, go digital. Money go digital. They know that this person is something, that person is something, they know everything. Why the fuck do they want to be in fucking business? You can't get pulled over with $10,000 of your money. You got this money to another motherfucker. Where you get this money from? That's why I say, bro, this world, this is a fucking scam. And that's why I say, us as men, especially black men, we can't even call ourselves men. We live on another man's island. We live on another motherfucking man's sir. They vote. They go to their school. We abide by them. All this bullshit. These people that take and put us under the most negative light, and that's word. Most negative light, put us under the most negative light, TV, radio, music, all this legal. Create the perception of us. And we get treated the same way to the point we treat each other the same way. Simply because we're being injected mentally with this toxic ass perception that we are this kind of person, we don't get along, can't be trusted, and all this other bullshit that bitch, big black, right? Or say to tell me, or would say shit that Charlie Kirk was saying. We just supposed to take that shit, just really scrap out and say, fuck it. Let me see you walk up the hill with 100 pounds, $100 power. Okay? Let's see how hard it is for you. That's why I never expect another culture to understand what we go. The first thing people say, oh, you gotta get over there, you gotta over there. Kiss my ass, man. That's our problem right now. They send this shit so long to it on film. We really think that's how we gonna live. Hey, y'all lost y'all motherfucking mind. Like I can tell y'all that shit. We gonna force people that shit. I stand on this shit for real.
Uh-oh.
So equality. Not just black people, it's people that you. You trying to tell you think because you're not black or you think because you're white, because you're this, we got the same fucking gimmick that I have. That's it. When you don't realize that, that's not gonna save you. Your ignorance is not gonna save you. Let's be real, man. Huh? Real, you motherfuckers got all type of ways to take over people. These are not people
Yeah.
at all. Who can it be a gun when you pull the trigger? That bitch not the soul out your ass. You gotta be the money motherfucker. You gotta be the money motherfucker that you can. That's a dictation. Own government control people. You got to build the money. You can fuck what you want to call it. You can call it White House, government, president. I don't give a fuck. They all the same people. At the end of the day, this shit is about rich again. There's no more middle class. I said this shit years ago, but nobody believed me. They don't want middle class. That shit over with. It is over with, brother. This shit is the whole history. And when it gets to the point where they got total control, just imagine what our children's about to go. Okay. That's all I'm trying to say. So we got time to really come to the conclusion on what the fuck is going on, been going on, continue to go on. You see this shit for what it is. Just rich get open and fuck all that politics over. Especially black people, I don't know what y'all folks who are out your mind to think that a system that ain't never work, ain't never gonna fucking work. That you gonna go and vote and that shit gonna change something. All you're doing is giving them all the information they need this week. I tell y'all all the time, what the fuck is a poll. It's called a Gallup poll. This is where you go give all your information so that they can see which one of these dumbass presidents you like. Like, what age range, like, what is that this president's deal? Like, you give them all the information they need. This is how they stay ahead. It's like a lot of people. I put all your numbers in. You see what numbers that nobody put in. Compute this number. Gotcha. Just made $6 billion off line. And by the time we made $15 billion, what you black motherfuckers gonna get? $500 million. You gonna tax the shit out of that. You gonna walk away with probably $200 or $300 million. You ain't gonna give a damn. But you only paid a couple dollars. But look how much money we paid. This shit's a scam, man. Oh, this shit's good. Nothing till today has worked for us as people.
Yeah.
Damn. But you only paid a couple dollars. But look how much money we paid. This shit's a scam, man. Oh, this shit's good. Nothing till today has worked for us as people. I didn't believe it. So until you get your head out of the car, understand and accept the shit for it is. Then, forward the big change. That's what popped up. I love y'all, man. I'm just getting pissed off. That's what shit. Get to the point where I just want to do shit. I don't want to keep playing on the hands. Fuck that shit. You see the shit for it is. So with that being said, I love y'all. Comments on the bottom of this video, man. You know what I'm saying? The video about bontoaprayer.com. Thank y'all so much for 1 for subscribers. Thank y'all so much. Just want to say, man, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. That's some real shit. I keep y'all this, man. Peace.
Shit. That just happened. I hate to hear it. I don't even make no sense. It's a fucking bot, bro. Fake account. So ridiculous, man. This game's fake, bro. We're just trying to get this 325 and get out of here.
Whatever's going on, I don't understand. You know, he got his own opinion, just like everybody got that. So he got his own opinion too. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna say whatever he wants to say. But you know somebody is going on, or don't like somebody, or somebody got a beef with somebody. Unless you want to be a part of that beef or take a part of that, why you gonna get involved? You understand? Keep your opinion to yourself. If you know those two people got a beef, and you got a voice out of it. One got a voice because he comes from that family that has done crazy, comedy shows and things for our community, as far as being the elites of the comedy world and of the world. And he comes from that family, bro. So, he was putting this voice and saying that, 50 is doing something wrong and stuff like that. People can't tell people what to do and how to do with their lives and with their time and everything like that. And if he's going against Puff and he's putting stuff out there, that's his business. That's him and Puff's business. You understand? Like people try to say I'm doing something wrong. That's me and Puff's business. You understand? No, it's all right for him to send dudes to try to do something to me. It's all right for him to, send people or give them information so I can lose my job. It's all right for them to do the shit they do. You understand? But when they see somebody like me doing it back or saying something, I gotta be something this, I gotta be something jealous this, I gotta be something hating ass, stuff like that. No, this is war. You understand? I might not have the ammunition he have. I might not have the people that he have. So for Marlon Wayans to go at 50 like that, both of them got money. You know what I'm saying? Both of them got, their own peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? But for Marlon to put out a clip that is an AI generated clip against 50, that's something whole different, bro. That's something, and I see that's happening right now. They got a clip of me holding a picture of Diddy, and I think it's 50 or somebody in the bed together. You understand? I ain't never said that picture right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen that. That's a lie. But they allow that shit like that to come on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They allow people, to cut and paste and put stuff out there that make people seem like, they some kind of anoint, some homosexual ass nigga, whatever. And I know you can't say that on a thing, but that's what it is, bro. And I just hate that they are allowed and they can't be sued for doing stuff like that. And that's what, if you want to do anything, you should be able to sue somebody for doing stuff like that. For him to put 50 in a hot tub Puff, or to get that picture when he knows that AI generated picture, that was real, bro. But he said, so since 50 trolling, I'm a troll. So have that same energy when you see that thing. Keep trolling when you see that thing. And that's what I gotta say about that. My whole thing about it is, bro, people going around saying, but Diddy's in jail. And him being in jail don't bring back none of the shit. It don't bring back me. You know what I'm saying? I heard one journalist talk about Suge Knight was the one who killed Big and set Big up and everything like that. So let me ask you something. Suge Knight was working in accordance with Puff to get Big out in California. He was working with Puff to keep Big from going to London. Suge Knight was working with Puff to do that? I don't think so. I heard Puff tell Kurt Burns on that Thursday, Big ain't going nowhere. You can go by yourself, but Big ain't going nowhere. You know what? When you look at things and you see things, you know that facts change your feelings, but feelings won't change your facts. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, is that he did a whole lot of shit. Look at Wolf. Look at Wolf. This week about Wolf $300,000. He owed. He promised when he do this, what you call this deal with this record company. What's it? That one of the majors is with Universal. He said, when I do this deal with Universal, I'm gonna give you your money. I ain't gonna never F with you again. Wolf is buffed him up in the office and I'm laughing. You understand? I'm laughing my ass off, right? So Wolf said, you always F with me, you always. They get together that weekend. They party doing weekends with BMF. Wolf goes to Alexa. He and him have words of a girl that's pregnant by Wolf. That chick was pregnant by Wolf. It's the same chick that Puff asked Wolf. Let me give you 10,000 so I can tell you. You understand? Let me give you 10,000 so I can tell you. Wolf looked at him like he was crazy. No, that's my girl. That's my girl. You know what I'm saying? She was pregnant by him. So it ain't over nobody that he don't have. But you don't tell a gangster when a girl knock your hat off your head and do some crazy shit. You don't tell another gangster, another man, how he should react. You understand? Because she is acting out with another dude that you're doing business with. And allegedly end up being a snitch and rattle over. So now, Wolf come unalive that night. But he had a conversation with BMF kids. And I'm saying about something himself. Puff had a conversation with them about it. Wolf is not alive. Big is not alive. He doing dirty stuff, bro. He doing dirty stuff. Yo, Craig Mack. Fight for his life. Always he was so bad. You understand? Craig Mack caught that monster that was dealing with girls that was out there in the industry like that. He trying to get his money because he put Bad Boy on the map. I don't care what nobody said. Big was not doing the numbers. Craig back then, they did that remix. Next thing you know, it's out on Craig back then. Big did not like Craig. He did not like Craig. Whatever reason. That spilled over. What happened? His master know they're very cheap. They go to Puff. They want to get their positions. They want to get their right money. He tell Craig back, if you don't get rid of your manager, you will never do another bad one now. When he gets on, I think it's Joe MT or MTV raps, BET raps, rap this, rap that, rap that. He get on that bullshit and they try to act like another Craig back rap is coming out. Craig back's looking like this. I gotta be out your room. We got a lot of people that talk about this stuff, but they wasn't there. You understand? They wasn't there to see. They wasn't there to hear. Craig back, get ready to go sign the death row. Tupac get killed that night. The atmosphere that he set, the Tupac situation. He idolized his kid. He was wearing the same shirts he wore. Man, I ain't gonna never wear something. If I see you with that on, like good or that play, but you'll never see me in it. You don't do that. I'm not gonna go out and buy the same thing you have. And if I'm some kind of mega star, even the same color, same pocket, that on. That Versace too. He should have never put it on. Because the dude that I love and hate had it on. Now, I'm through the atmosphere. I know people that buzz. I'm gonna go to the Crips. And those kids out here, these guys out here, you know what I'm saying? They killing for colors and everything like that. They killing for property. They don't even own it. They're killing each other off. And now they got a bigger reason, but they killing for death row and they killing for bad. He did too much, bro. He did too much. He was too disrespectful. All this was coming out in this document. I mean, not all the stuff that I know, but all the stuff that they know, the people are finding out. How demonic, how niggas, how devilish, how this cat is, bro. And now these cats gonna say, oh, he in jail, this time and everything. Man, f this time. I'm not mad because they didn't do the right thing. Because it's gonna get them one way or the other. It's still out there. He still ain't out of jail. He still ain't out of the clip. Bro, listen to me. A lot of stuff didn't come up. A lot of stuff they didn't want on it. They didn't do the job. They didn't do the job. Okay, cool. They let him go. Because there's no district, Southern District in New York. They was working in cahoots with somebody to let him go. Because there's no way and no hell that anybody who ever got arrested, went to jail, and they had drugs and gun charges that the feds did not, listen to me, charge them with that because they gave him something. They gave him something. And I still believe he gave them something, gave them somebody, because that's an easy thing. Those gun charges is 10 years of prison on the feds. Those drugs might got 3, 5, 1, 3, whatever, right? But the guns and drugs together, they let him go, they let him walk down. There's no criminal gonna tell me that they run up in his house, their house, and they find weapons that are defaced. That means the serial numbers ain't on. They've been scratched off. Got people that's testifying that they taking missing guns. California, does it look like a gun that didn't have? Yes, sir, it does. Got him. Does this look like a gun he ran up in your house with? Yes, sir. Got him. They had people testifying that you had gun. Why did we want to charge? I got away with a lot, bro. You understand? And now that he's in jail, and we see the stuff that he was doing behind the scene, stuff that they alluded to in the documentary, no, they failed that case. That case was failed. So yeah, okay, let him start. Come on, I know he learned from this. Come on, you don't know what the F y'all talking about. He was second to entertain. The shame is stupid. They had a lot. And the funny thing about it is, I hope that juror, number 160, I hope the fans come back and lock her ass. She lied on her phone. She lied and said she didn't know, she didn't have no, she knew it did, but she didn't, you know, she wasn't a fan of this, that, and the third. Here she is, the picture that popped up, she took the picture. Wait for it. Now, I hope that's not an AI generated picture. Because if she did do that, and that is her, I'll tell you something. I don't know what nobody said. Lock her ass up. You know what I'm saying? Because she got on that thing. And did you hear what she said? Yo, Capricorn Block was saying certain things, and I looked over at him. He had the same look on her face. What? Are you serious? Fuck out of here, son. Chick did us a disservice. That's how I feel, bro. There's somebody who sent dudes out to try to kill him. There's somebody who sent dudes out to try to murder him. And if he was doing that, he sent dudes out for me. Well, he was doing somebody else, other people. He was helping underline other people. You understand? Listen, I think about Rick Murphy's case. You know, Rick Murphy was an actor, and she was involved with Ashton Kutcher. One day, he was picking Ashton Kutcher up because he had just left the house. And then he flipped. He was like, yo, every time I go there, I can't get out because paparazzi found the damn building. This is Ashton Kutcher when he was with me. I'm saying, that's your security. He said, that's your security. Yo, we was going to the next game. We had floor seats. It was me, him, Ashton Kutcher. We met JC. So now, Pastor Ricky Murphy died of pneumonia. And they said that there's something in, I think, R18, Rat Poison, that he just signed up to pneumonia. Her husband died of the same R18 rat. And some people take rat poison. They give you as if you had. This is what I'm hearing. I'm not a doctor. I know if I'm not right, that people will be all on your channel. Now, it's important. Now, look. What can you say? Check this out. Yes, you did a lot of times report of all those individuals. They had right. The corner of all people. Now, what is he? Ran people of the stars to the stars? Anytime one of the stars died, he come in there and said it was pneumonia. But now he's dead himself. What I'm trying to say is that we need to reopen up all these cases. Because now they see this dude is talking to his lawyers. He'll do anything and everything and use his money to change the narrative. No matter who gets hurt. You go and talk about, now his mother, supporting him doing this like that. Her grocery slapped the shit out of her. I seen him curse. I was going to be cursed her out. So that's not far-fetched for me. That's not far-fetched for me. You know what he did to Cassie? You know what he did to Jane Doe? There's a lot of other women that did the same thing. There go these clowns out here. They support him. What secret did he have? What secret did you play in the park that they did? That's why people ain't speaking out. That's why people is sitting back and letting the shit play out. A lot of brothers, they hope they get other lives to come with. We've been trying to do. Some people deserve what they deserve. Because Carmen don't always hit you, brother. On the way, on what they talking about. And if you read about Carmen, it don't always come back to that individual. It comes back to making it speaking of Egyptian, it may come into that spiritual realm, that lifeline of your family. You can get regular good spirit in your family against that Carmen, and not that person who actually did it. That's what we have, brother.
Hey. Got him. Got him. Bruh. How many did it take? Bruh.
You know that feeling when you finally decide to buy something, and then the price immediately drops?
buy a new phone, and the next day it goes on sale for $200 less. Now imagine that feeling when it's with your entire investment portfolio. You bought Bitcoin at $104,000 in November 2020. You believed it, did your research. The institutions were finally coming in. BlackRock had their ETF. MicroStrategy was buying billions. And now you're watching it bounce between $85,000 and $98,000. You keep asking yourself the same question everyone asks. You bought Bitcoin at $104,000 in November 2020. You believed it, did your research. The institutions were finally coming in. BlackRock had their ETF. MicroStrategy was buying billions. Now you're watching it bounce between $85,000 and $98,000. You keep asking yourself the same question everyone asks. Hit all-time highs. The ETFs are here. Institutional adoption is real. So why isn't this thing at $150,000, $200,000 new? What am I missing? Look, my name is Tom. I spend way too much time thinking about why assets don't behave when you're supposed to. If you're someone who bought Bitcoin anywhere between $95,000 and $108,000 over the last few months, believes in the technology, understands the scarcity argument, can't figure out why the price action makes absolutely no sense compared to institutional adoption, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Here's the thing, I wasn't planning on making this video. Whole banks are manipulating Bitcoin narrative felt like conspiracy theory territory. The kind of thing people post on Twitter at 2 in the morning, zero evidence. Then I started digging into the actual mechanics of how modern financial institutions can really suppress asset prices. What I found genuinely shocking. We're not talking about some shadowy backroom deal. We're talking about financial structures that have been used to destroy companies worth billions of dollars. Structures that are perfectly legal. Structures that have historical precedent going back over 1 year. And here's what most people don't realize. The exact same thing was used to collapse hundreds of companies in the 2000s. The exact same playbook that empires use to control entire nations' debt is potentially being deployed right now against the largest Bitcoin holders in the world. If you own Bitcoin, you need to understand this. So let me start with a story that's going to sound completely unrelated. I promise you, I'm all connected. Back in 1982, Mexico did something that seemed smart at the time. They borrowed billions of dollars from international banks to fund infrastructure projects, economic growth, the future. Except here's the problem. That debt was denominated in US dollars, not Mexican pesos. US dollars. Now, why does that matter? Because Mexico doesn't control US dollars. They can't print more of them. They can only earn them through exports, borrow more. So in 1982, the US Federal Reserve chopped up interest rates to fight inflation. Suddenly, Mexico's debt payments exploded. The dollar got stronger, the peso got weaker. Mexico found Mexico doesn't control US dollars. They can't print more of them. They can only earn them through exports, borrow more. So in 1982, the US Federal Reserve chopped up interest rates to fight inflation. Suddenly, Mexico's debt payments exploded. The dollar got stronger, the peso got weaker. Mexico found itself in this impossible situation where they owed $8 billion and had no way to pay back. So what happened? The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, stepped in for what they called a rescue package. Here's what that rescue package actually meant. Mexico had to agree to something called structural adjustment. They had to privatize state-owned companies. They had to cut social spending. They had to open their markets to foreign investors. Basically, they had to sell pieces of their country to pay back the banks. Reserve chopped up interest rates to fight inflation. Suddenly, Mexico's debt payments exploded. The dollar got stronger, the peso got weaker. Mexico found itself in this impossible situation where they owed $8 billion and had no way to pay it back. So what happened? The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, stepped in for what they called a rescue package. Here's what that rescue package actually meant. Mexico had to agree to something called structural adjustment. They had to privatize state-owned companies. They had to cut social spending. They had to open their markets to foreign investors. Basically, they had to sell pieces of their country to pay back the banks. And this wasn't unique to Mexico. This exact pattern played out in Argentina, in Brazil, Indonesia, dozens of countries over the next few decades. Now you might be thinking, when Mexico found itself in this impossible situation where they owed $8 billion and had no way to pay it back. So what happened? The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, stepped in with what they called a rescue package. But here's what that rescue package actually meant. Mexico had to agree to something called structural adjustment. They had to privatize state-owned companies. They had to cut social spending. They had to open their markets to foreign investors. Basically, they had to sell pieces of their country to pay back the banks. And this wasn't unique to Mexico. This exact pattern played out in Argentina, Brazil, Indonesia, dozens of countries in the next few decades. Now you might be thinking, Tom, what does this have to do with Bitcoin? Everything. Because what I just described is called the debt spiral. And the reason it's so devastating is because of the psychology behind it. See, when you owe debt in a currency you can't control, you're not just at risk of economic pressure. You're at risk of losing sovereignty, losing control of your own assets. Here's where it gets really interesting. This same mechanism, this debt spiral, doesn't just apply to countries. It applies to companies. And right now, there's a company that holds over $60 billion worth of Bitcoin. They're structured in a way that makes them potentially vulnerable to the exact same trap. Let me give you a different example. Something closer to home. Imagine you own a house worth $500,000. You take out a home equity line of credit for $100,000 at a variable interest rate. Right now, rates are low, so you're paying maybe $400 a month. No big deal. You can afford that. But then the Fed raises rates. Suddenly you're paying $900 a month, then $1,000, $200, and your income hasn't changed. So what do? Well, if you can't afford payments, you have 3 options. 1, you sell the house. 2, $500,000. You take out a home equity line of credit for $100,000 at a variable interest rate. Right now, rates are low, so you're paying maybe $400 a month. No big deal. You can afford that. But then the Fed raises rates. Suddenly you're paying $900 a month, then $1,000, $200, and your income hasn't changed. So what do? Well, if you can't afford the payments, you have three options. One, you sell the house. Two, you refinance, which means taking on more debt. Three, you default, and the bank takes your house. Now, here's the psychological trap. The moment you start worrying about making your payments, you start making desperate decisions. You might sell the house at a loss just to avoid default. You might refinance at terrible terms just to buy time. And the entire time, the bank that lent you that money, sitting there knowing you're stuck. This is what I call financial pressure without financial crime. The bank didn't do anything illegal. They just created a structure where your interests and their interests are fundamentally misaligned. When the environment changes, rates go up, markets go down, suddenly you're trapped. Now scale that up. Instead of a house, imagine it's 60. You start making desperate decisions. You might sell the house at a loss just to avoid default. You might refinance at terrible terms just to buy time. And the entire time, the bank that lent you that money, sitting there knowing you're stuck. This is what I call financial pressure without financial crime. The bank didn't do anything illegal. They just created a structure where your interests and their interests are fundamentally misaligned. When the environment changes, rates go up, markets go down, suddenly you're trapped. Now scale that up. Instead of a house, imagine it's $60 billion worth of Bitcoin. Instead of a home equity line, imagine it's $16 billion worth of convertible bonds and preferred shares. Instead of some random homeowner, imagine it's a publicly traded company. Your stock price directly impacts whether they keep their Bitcoin or have to sell it. That company exists. It's called MicroStrategy. And understanding what's happening with MicroStrategy is the key. Instead of a house, imagine it's $60 billion worth of Bitcoin. Instead of a home equity line, imagine it's $16 billion worth of convertible bonds and preferred shares. And instead of some random homeowner, imagine it's a publicly traded company. Your stock price directly impacts whether they can keep their Bitcoin or have to sell it. That company exists. It's called MicroStrategy. Understanding what's happening with MicroStrategy is the key to understanding why Bitcoin might be getting artificially suppressed right now. So let's talk about what MicroStrategy actually is. On paper, they're a software. They sell business intelligence software. That's not really what they are. What they've become is essentially a leveraged Bitcoin fund disguised as a corporation. And the way they've structured this is both brilliant and potentially catastrophic. Here's how it works. MicroStrategy raises money three ways. One, they sell shares of their stock. Two, they issue convertible bonds. And three, they issue preferred shares. And then they take all that money and they buy Bitcoin. As of right now, they own about 450,000. At today's prices, that's worth roughly $45 billion. They paid about $27 billion for it. So they're sitting on an unrealized gain of $18 billion. Now that sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch. Those convertible bonds and preferred shares come with obligations. The convertible bonds have interest payments. Preferred shares have dividends. And unlike regular stock dividends that a company can stop paying, preferred dividends are mandatory. If you don't pay them, you default. So right now, MicroStrategy owes about $700 million a year just to service their debt. That's almost $2 million every single day. Now, where does that money come from? Their software business generates maybe $100 million in free cash flow. That's not enough. So they've built up a cash reserve of about $1,200 million specifically to pay these obligations. At current burn rates, that cash reserve lasts about 20 months, less than 2 years. And this is where the debt spiral becomes a real possibility. Let me explain the trap they're in. MicroStrategy's stock currently trades at what's called a premium to net asset value. What that means is, if you look at the value of all their Bitcoin and subtract all their debt, you get a number. Let's call it $30 billion. Well, the market values the company at $50 billion. So there's a $20 billion premium. Why? Because investors believe MicroStrategy can keep buying more Bitcoin. That Bitcoin will go up and down. As long as the stock trades at a premium, MicroStrategy can keep selling shares to raise cash. They sell $1 billion worth of stock. They use that money to buy more Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, stock goes up. They sell more stock, they buy more Bitcoin. It's a flywheel. It works beautiful. Here's the problem. What happens if the stock stops trading at premium? What happens if the market decides, you know what? We're not going to pay $50 billion for a company whose assets are only worth $30 billion. What happens when the stock trades at a discount? Well, suddenly MicroStrategy can't sell shares anymore. Because if the stock is worth less than the Bitcoin they own, selling shares would be like selling Bitcoin at a loss. So they stop issuing equity. Now, that $1,200 million cash reserve is the only thing standing between them having to sell Bitcoin to pay their obligations. 20 months. That's it. And if they start selling Bitcoin to pay their debts, what happens to the price? Down. And if the Bitcoin price goes down, what happens to MicroStrategy stock? It goes down further. And if the stock goes down further, they have to sell even more Bitcoin. This is the death spiral. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Tom, why would anyone want this to happen? Why would banks or institutions try to push MicroStrategy into this situation? Here's where the psychology gets done. Imagine you're a major investment bank. You have clients who want exposure to Bitcoin, but they're institutional clients. Pension funds, endowments, sovereign wealth funds. These aren't crypto bros buying on Coinbase. These are serious financial institutions with strict rules about what they can invest in. Now, these institutions can't just buy Bitcoin directly. It's too volatile, there's regulatory concerns, there's custody issues. But what if there was a way for them to buy Bitcoin at a massive discount? What if instead of paying $95,000 per Bitcoin, they could effectively buy it for $70,000 or $75,000? Here's how that works. If MicroStrategy gets pushed into a position where they have to sell Bitcoin, they're not going to sell it on the open market. They're going to do what's called a block trade. They're going to call up a few major investment banks and say, hey, you need to sell $5 billion worth of Bitcoin once. Those banks are going to say, sure, we'll take it, but we want a discount because we're taking on that much risk. So suddenly, these banks can buy billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, 10%, 15%, 20% below market price. And then they turn around and sell it to their institutional clients, or they hold it themselves. Either way, they've just acquired a massive amount of Bitcoin at a discount. But here's the thing. For this to work, they need MicroStrategy to actually stress. They need the stock to trade below that asset value. They need that cash reserve to run low. They need the pressure to build. How do you create that pressure? You short the stock. Now, let me be very clear. I don't have evidence of a coordinated conspiracy. I don't have recordings of bankers in a smoking room planning this out. But I do have history. History shows us that this exact playbook has been used before. In the early 2000s, there was a financing structure called pipe deals, private investment, public equity. A specific type of pipe deal called a floorless convertible. Here's how it works. A company that was struggling to raise money go to a hedge fund and say, cash, you lend it to us. And the hedge fund would say, sure, we'll lend you $10 million, but instead of paying us back in cash, you pay us back in stock. The lower your stock price goes, the more shares it gets. Now, think about that for a second. The lower the stock price, the more shares the lender gets. What's the financial incentive? To push the stock price down. And how do you push the stock price down? Short it, spread negative rumors, create fear. The SEC investigated hundreds of these deals in the early 2000s, and what they found was devastating. Companies that entered into these agreements saw their stock prices fall an average of 34% within 1 year. About 85% of the companies had negative returns, and 48% of them were completely delisted, wiped out, gone. This wasn't theory. This actually happened. Real companies, real shareholders lost everything. It was perfectly legal. Now, MicroStrategy doesn't have flawless convertibles. Their debt structure is different. The psychological dynamic is simple. If you're a hedge fund or a bank, you believe that MicroStrategy is going to eventually be forced to sell Bitcoin. What's your move? Short the stock, apply pressure. Wait, we give you some numbers to show you how real this is. In February 2025, MicroStrategy stock fell to a point where the entire company is valued at $10 billion less than Bitcoin they own. Think about that. You could buy shares of MicroStrategy and effectively get Bitcoin at an 18% discount compared to just buying Bitcoin direct. Why would the market do that? Because the market was pricing in the risk of the death spiral. The market was saying, yeah, you own all this Bitcoin, but you're also sitting on $16 billion of debt. If anything goes wrong, you're going to have to start selling that Bitcoin. When you do, we're all going to lose money. Now, during that same time period, we saw massive short interest in MicroStrategy, billions of dollars of short positions. Who's shorting? We don't know all the names, but we do know that some hedge funds have publicly announced their shorts. Jim Chanos, famous short seller, openly said he was betting against MicroStrategy. And we also know that JP Morgan published multiple research reports saying that the strategy was overvalued. The structure was risky, that if the stock fell far enough, it could get kicked out of major indexes, which would force index funds to sell, which would push the price down. Now, is that market manipulation legally? No. Publishing research is protected speech. Shorting stocks is a normal part of markets. The net effect is the same. You're creating pressure on a company that's structurally vulnerable to pressure. Here's what most people don't realize about how modern financial warfare works. You don't need to do anything illegal. You just need to understand the incentive structures that can exploit you. It's like playing poker. You don't need to cheat. You just need to know when someone's bluffing and applying pressure at the right time. Think about it from a psychological perspective. If you're Michael Saylor, CEO of MicroStrategy, you're watching yourself get shorted into the ground. What are your options? You can keep buying more Bitcoin and hope the price recovers. You can try to raise more money by selling shares. That dilutes existing shareholders. You can try to pay down debt, but that requires selling Bitcoin, which is exactly what you don't want to do. You're stuck. And the people shorting your stock know you're stuck. They're not hoping you fail. They're betting on a specific outcome. They're betting that eventually pressure becomes too much. You're forced to sell Bitcoin at exactly the wrong time, which confirms their thesis and makes them money. It's the dark work. This isn't about Bitcoin failing. This isn't about the technology being flawed. This is about financial structures being weaponized against the largest Bitcoin holders, force them to sell at a discount. Now, let me address the obvious question. If this is true, what do we do about it? Because I know some of you are thinking, great, Tom, now I'm terrified. Should I sell my Bitcoin? No. Here's why.
We out here.
Understand this dynamic once with.
We out here. What up, man? We got Goldie, G1, DD3, R5. Okay, you got that. All right, man. Thanks for the offering. But we are the leader of our clan, so we got to stay, bro. Man. Oh don't know if I want to keep playing. Shit. Yeah. We're gonna chill. Y'all want me to keep playing or not? We could go to we could try to hit the 10,500 on this account. Do you see what I'm saying? Get a rank ticket. What's even worth it about this? Ranked mode unlocked. Is that even worth it? Oh no, yo, what time is it? I gotta chill. It's already 11. I gotta wake up pretty early, bruh. I think we might be wrapping the stream up, man. We did good. Definitely did good. Look at that deck. It looks nice with the max. I like it. I like it. So they want gems to fucking upgrade this. That's whack. See, that one lets you do wild cards. So why doesn't this let you? Unless we don't have legendary. I thought we did. Let's see. Yeah, we have 20. Yeah, see, they're faking the phone. They're heavily faking the phone. We got the Musketeer maxed out. She a hero, bruh. I kinda like her. Let me see.
Let me explain. First, understand that MicroStrategy is not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a decentralized asset. MicroStrategy is a company with a complex capital structure. If MicroStrategy gets in trouble, that doesn't mean Bitcoin is flawed. It means a specific company made specific financial decisions that created specific risks. Second, recognize that this pressure creates opportunity. If banks and institutions are trying to acquire Bitcoin at a discount by forcing distressed sellers, what does that tell you? It tells you they want Bitcoin. They believe in the long-term value. They're just trying to get it cheap. So if you're a long-term holder, absolute worst thing you can do is panic sell during moments of manufacturing pressure. Because that's exactly what the institutions want. They want you to sell your Bitcoin to them at $85,000 so they can hold it and sell it to their clients at $150,000 in 2 years. Third, pay attention to the time frames. Remember, MicroStrategy has about 20 months of cash reserves. That means even in the worst case scenario, there's a countdown clock. Markets hate countdown clocks. The closer we get to that deadline, more volatility occurs. But if Bitcoin's price recovers before then, MicroStrategy can raise more capital. They can refinance their debt on better terms. The whole debt spiral thesis falls apart. Let me give you a specific example of how to think about this. Let's say you bought Bitcoin at $100,000 in November 2025. You put in $10,000. So you own 0.1 Bitcoin. Now you're watching all this MicroStrategy drama unfold. Bitcoin is trading around $92,000. You're worried, should you sell? Here's the matter. If you sell now at $92,000, you've lost $800. That hurts. But let's say now you're watching all this MicroStrategy drama. You put in $10,000. So you own 0.1 Bitcoin. Now you're watching all this MicroStrategy drama unfold. Bitcoin is trading around $92,000. You're worried, should you sell? Here's the matter. If you sell now, $92,000, you've lost $800. That hurts. But let's say this whole theory is true. Let's say banks are suppressing the price. Let's say MicroStrategy gets forced to sell some Bitcoin. The price drops to $70,000. Panic and sell at a bigger loss. Lose $2,200. But now imagine you've held. You understood the game. You knew that institutional players were trying to accumulate at lower prices. So when the price dropped to $78,000, bought. Put in another $7,800 and got yourself to 0.2 Bitcoin. Now, 6 months later, pressure resolves. MicroStrategy refinances. The short sellers close their positions. Bitcoin goes to $140,000. 0.2 Bitcoin is worth $28,000. Put in $17,800 total. You made $10,200. The psychology here is everything. People who win in markets aren't the ones with perfect information. They're the ones who can manage their emotions and stick to a strategy. Everyone else is head. Now, this is where I have to explain something about how professional investors think differently than retail investors. When a retail investor sees Bitcoin drop from $105,000 to $88,000, they think, oh no, I'm losing money. I should sell. When a professional investor sees that same drop, they ask a different question. They ask, why is this happening? Is the fundamental thesis still valid? See, professional investors don't just react to price movements. They try to understand the mechanics behind the price movements. And if they determine that the price is being artificially suppressed through financial engineering rather than fundamental problems with the asset, they do the opposite of what retail investors do. They buy. This is how wealth transfers happen. This is how institutions accumulate assets for retail investors. Not through scams, not through fraud, through psychological pressure applied at scale. Bitcoin is the perfect asset this kind of because it's so volatile already. If Bitcoin drops 20%, retail investors panic. But institutions look at the on-chain data, they look at adoption metrics, they look at long-term trends. They say, this drop is noise. This is a buying opportunity. Let me tell you a quick story about something similar that happened in the gold market. Back in the 1990s, central banks around the world were selling their gold reserves. The Bank of England famously sold half of Britain's gold reserves at an average price of $275 per ounce. The market called it Brown Bottom. After Gordon Brown, Chancellor authorized the sales. Now, why would they sell? The official reason was that gold was a barbarous relic, and it didn't generate yield. It was better to hold dollars or bonds. Here's what happened next. Over the next 20 years, gold went from $275 to $1,000. Bank of England lost billions of pounds. But here's what happened next. Over the next 20 years, gold went from $275 to $1,000. Bank of England lost billions of pounds in potential gains. Here's the conspiracy theory. Some people believe most central banks weren't stupid. Private banks wanted to buy cheap. Central banks sold. So after private institutions accumulated, with that, no, but the pattern is there. The institution sellers, main sellers. This is wrong. Smart money accumulates prices. Original sellers, foolish. Accumulators, fortunes. It's the same thing happening. Incentive structures. So, precedent. I want to give you the action steps. Here's what should actually do. 1. Bitcoin do not pay and sell based on short-term price movements. Understand that volatility is part of the game. The question isn't whether Bitcoin dropped 20% or 30%. The question is whether the long-term fundamentals have changed. 5 year habits. 2. Pay attention to MicroStrategy's performance. They publish detailed information on their cash reserves, their debt obligations, Bitcoin. You see that cash reserve starting to unload. You see that actually having to sell. It's a real secret. But until then, it's just speculation. 3. Diversify your risk. Don't put everything in any single asset. Spread your risk. Institutions are playing games with Bitcoin service. You might be playing similar games with other assets. This is the most important thing. Educate yourself on how financial markets actually understand debt spirals, convertible bonds, short selling, and asset value. You see, an enormous advantage to look at price charts. So, here's what you understand. The reason I spent 45 minutes explaining debt spirals a lot higher in the 2000s, trends happen structure today, because these things are financial engineering. Most people don't realize it's happening. They just see the portfolio. Stuff on the Now, I think understand the game. I'm not here to tell you Bitcoin is going to 5,000. So, not here on this paper. I'm here to do and the large institutions. Church has understanding of things. It's not you that it's not understanding this, managing your emotions, running patients that are trying to everything else is freaking out for sure. So, what's going to happen? I don't do it. What I do know is this institution trying to it tells me they just the fact that there's a lot of pressure on this run, it's aimed at actually it's more confident. So, your confidence its assets usually its assets. Your tax its assets you want to improvement. So, if you're feeling scared, if you're worried about you should ask yourself the question, do you believe that serious decentralized politician that said it's valid? So, it's almost do. You shouldn't try this. You shouldn't change your strategy. You shouldn't up to make pieces. It's just this spec. Honestly, you should. It's all to it's manipulation. It's wrong. It's not right. It's the it's understandable. It's better. It's on the table. So, in essence, right? So you understand sort of drop a comment. Let me know if you think this is on the screen. If you're just going to go on step. So, asking questions that keep digging into how this stuff actually works. Because at the end of the day, that's defense against financial manipulation. It's education. I want to know. Or you know, someone's trying to see what it's
Dude, hit him. What the? Why was it frozen? I ain't buying it, bro. That is why. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. Hmm.
Goddamn right. That's my next 1998. First time ever. Rap out so much. Rap out so much. America's previous offset for himself. 1 million CDs, tapes, and albums. Then you're wrong. It's 10 million more. And so, causing to Hollywood as an athlete as well. President's right time. Yeah. Better story style and attitude. 10 days, which got price per video. So, that's what. So, ice cream, realizing childhood, and doctors and resources, except for job, but people are doctors. So, that's your abilities. First time, the potential as a market, so realizing this is not good. Former head of the secondary radio station back in 2000. Also, that podcast, the source of is what said during the conversation with the titles. Episode 1, Christy Over Tar Bags, one of them just looking up to back then the obvious as the base problem, how pressuring virtually any is being Friday music, Friday, say, Generation 1. It's coming up, Hollywood, being friends. Goddamn right. Speaking of things, I just precious from.
Bruh. What up? Olivia, I think we might be wrapping it up.
This is 1999 software album, for example, sleeping up top of the billboards under all the strength from men for the person, how many products, bring out successful. And co-signers from him up and basically in that feature all get together in 2000. That's what this is. That's what so get rock, man. Start with a big man, get rock, start to bring hip hop. For playing to characters, bring out 1998. Them also, they get part all the race, the part, being racing, keep track, closer around 2000. Massive success. Succeed, right? Person, Mark Nixon, sound 25, every problem, 2000. They actually are great, right? It's like JC, respect, if Rob's about this genre generation, it's like, as if Mark Nixon seen from the title, and he's got this up to him. Right, for the same picture. That's what happens with DJ. So,
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. I mean, I could give y'all one more. Maybe two. Let's be fair, Sean Strafe is hometown is over pain. Anyway, from auto tune, machine, in states, in country production. I say, realize it's E and San Francisco Arms, and for example, the Austin 2000 we're going to nice. That's what's big. That's what great. It'll just find on the drum. Spencer is going to kill me. That's why I can't run myself. And so that's
These records now, they go in and they bring up the beats, and then they just go, just get on it. They say, "Look, come on, no disrespect. Oh, oh, bad. Yes, I can't front on that, but listen to singles. On the record, some is so, some explain that is, but the way the records are made,
Oh, what up? Presente, yo. What you got going on, y'all? Our favorite time of the day. Damn, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Emotion. This track. The PA screen. Both the camera and the game. All of OBS freezes. Oh, hold up. Nightbot knows. Nightbot knows that got to get the green test.
Hip hop is just so much. It's just so culturally relevant. I don't know, like just in everything from tired to something like I think you felt the takeover hip hop and feeling the culture day to day. Years of lives, I think. I think they felt this whole planet feeling like I felt.
That's very good, bro. The internet. I wonder if it's your internet, bro. Olivia, are you here? How's the stream? Is it cutting in and out? The internet, bro.
It's why, Speak, right? Said slap was sweet. That's right. Yeah, he said it. He said
Bruh. Oh shit, is it done? Do I still got charge? Not really, we gotta charge up. But yeah, y'all, thank you. Let's see what you talking about. Oh, okay. Difficult to track. That's right, you gotta change a bus. Shout out to the homie Simon. That's awesome, dude. Thank you for coming to hang out. Oh man. One more win and we're there. Oh. Mm. This is crazy.
competition. Shit, like, all the time. That was time. Some things I don't want to some things I don't want to say. Some places I don't want to go.
I don't know if I should even watch this shit.
I don't want to say. Shout out to the person that said that. Great. It's a great thing. That was crazy. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you, man. You know, your ass, you're right. You're smart. But I won't let you go to school, man. Man, they come back. Alright. Wow, that's great.
The internet.
This, right? And rapper, if they like, I'm big, show your paperwork, son, right? 85-90% of rappers sign 16 years, right? Major label five. Those major labels have relationships with Spotify with Apple to get playlists. So say when their music comes out, right? Say when their music comes out, remember I exposed this. Remember when I exposed this now? Drake is suing G. Those are fake plays. All the hottest artists right now in the world is fake trains. So what do I hear? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's go out with me and everybody knows me, bro. That's how you test out fame or it's industry, right? Everybody knows we've been over the together, right? Right? So that's that. We've been to Brazil. We've been to Mexico. Yeah. Mexico's crazy. Oh, we went to Russia. You've been to Russia. Went to before. All right. So let's take more fun. The sun is 60, right? But they go exactly Spotify executive, and it's latest. And I'll be 50. I'll watch your back, watch your front, right? So sign to these major labels so they can get these relationships. Like, let me see. I mean, I expect to be the same label. I mean, my label does one of the so when you finish watching the King Perry video, every next song that plays is heard. So they buy like they're basically all right. So I spend money so much. So now after the relationship, rapping on it now, trade. Shout out to Lucy for making this happen, right? Shout out to Lucy. So now what happened is streamers get endorsements like flashbacks. Well, this people rappers with us. That explains you how to rap.
What is he talking about? The internet, bro.
Do you think that the woman should go die?
Huge. It's not a chick. It's almost an unsatisfying feeling because you have a chick as if you scratch the body. Meaning, you look at, you survey the land, and your skill is to be your skill is to stand there, without the attention so that he comes over with his skills. Because you have no skill to get him in. Your skill is your gift. You gotta talk your way out of it. You gotta talk your way out of it. You gotta have shit. Talk and figure shit out. Get rejected on a regular basis. No, that's not your existence. So of course I get shit. Should we go?
Do you think that the woman should go die?
This is so bad. I hate it here, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Why did they send this bullshit at us, dude? I ain't buying it, bro. What a fucked up push. This guy's trying way too hard, dude. Asian name from Hong Kong? Way too hard, bro. Chill. This shit ain't real, dude. It's really not. This guy's fucking full on cheating. See, 2 more seconds, we would have been in there. Right? I ain't buying it. Fucking full cheater, dude. Full cheater, dick eater, dude. Dude, what the fuck? I mean, they're just bringing out pieces of shit to go against this dude. Full cheating. I mean, we haven't been winning all night, but still. It's crazy. I fucking hate it, dude. I mean, you literally have the most ridiculous cards that completely go against what we have going on. It's absolute bullshit. There's no way. I mean, perfect counters for everything that we play. Fuck out of here, dude. Lies. I ain't buying it, bro. I cheated. I think that's it. I think it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. We're going to catch y'all on the next one.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it, y'all. We're going to catch you on the very next stream. Until then,
Penis.